Kate trusted her team completely. She believed in fairness, honesty, and collaboration. Every morning, she walked into the office with confidence, ready to give her best. She smiled at colleagues, greeted the receptionist, and sipped her coffee, unaware that a silent storm was brewing. For months, subtle signs began to appear. Meetings she had organized were quietly canceled. Her ideas were credited to someone else. She noticed whispers, sly glances, and strange pauses during presentations. At first, she dismissed it, maybe it was coincidence, or perhaps she was imagining things, but the pattern grew impossible to ignore. Each day, Kate replayed interactions in her mind. She remembered how Rachel would accidentally sit closer to the manager during discussions. She remembered her own suggestions being repeated later, as if they were original ideas. A sinking feeling began to grow in her chest. Anxiety crept in slowly at first, then relentlessly. Am I missing something? Am I not assertive enough? Did I misread people? She asked herself repeatedly. Every glance, every interaction felt loaded with meaning. She questioned herself constantly. After meetings, she would stare at her notebook, trying to remember exactly what she had said and who had been listening. Was she imagining betrayal, or was the pattern real? Deep inside, a quiet voice reminded her. She deserved respect, fairness, and honesty. This inner voice became her anchor. Whenever doubt clouded her mind, she repeated it silently. I am competent. I deserve recognition. I will not be undermined. One afternoon, the evidence became undeniable. Kate accidentally saw a private chat on a shared screen. I already submitted her report as mine. She'll never know. Her chest tightened. Anger, disbelief, and fear washed over her. But beneath it, a spark of determination emerged. She realized she had to act carefully. Her career, reputation, and self-respect were at stake. Her inner monologue screamed, "How could someone betray me so silently? I trusted her completely." She sat quietly for several minutes, breathing deeply, trying to calm the rising storm inside. The office noises seemed distant, the humming printer, the clicking keyboards, the murmur of colleagues all faded. She pictured months of unseen sabotage, stolen ideas, whispered conversations. Her mind oscillated between fury and careful planning. The first step was clarity. Document everything. Emails, project timelines, meeting notes, even whispered conversations. Every detail mattered. She began compiling a timeline, marking every instance where her contributions had been overlooked or credited to Rachel. Each day brought new micro-challenges. She observed Rachel subtly taking credit, colleagues hesitating when sharing ideas, and the growing weight of workplace tension. At home, she journaled her thoughts, describing how she felt betrayed yet determined. Writing allowed her to separate emotions from facts, a key psychological tool for clarity under stress. Kate's evenings often began with quiet reflection. She made tea, sat by the window, and thought about the patterns she had observed. She recounted every small lie, every stolen idea, every whispered comment. It all points to a systematic betrayal. But I can handle this. I will not let it define me. From a psychological standpoint, Kate's mind cycled through classic trauma responses: shock, anger, self-doubt. But she also demonstrated resilience, problem-solving, and emotional regulation. Instead of lashing out, she chose strategy over reaction. Her empowerment stemmed from patience, clarity, and careful action. She reminded herself, revenge is not my goal. My goal is to reclaim control, confidence, and self-respect. During lunch breaks, Kate rehearsed conversations in her mind. She imagined explaining her position calmly to HR, presenting facts without accusation. She visualized herself standing tall, her voice steady, hands relaxed. Each rehearsal strengthened her resolve. On a Tuesday morning, the opportunity arrived. Rachel left her laptop open briefly while transferring documents. Kate quickly took screenshots of incriminating messages. Make sure she doesn't get credit for the presentation. I submitted her proposal as mine. Don't let her find out. Her heart raced, but she maintained calm. She knew the evidence was enough. The next step was HR. Kate walked into the office, heart pounding yet composed. She presented meticulously organized evidence: emails, chat logs, notes with dates and times. She did not yell. She did not cry. She let the facts speak. HR investigated thoroughly. Rachel received a formal warning and was stripped of project responsibilities. Kate's courage inspired her colleagues. Management publicly acknowledged her contributions. Relief, validation, and a slowly returning sense of safety enveloped her. But the journey did not end there. Kate reflected on every moment. Each whisper, each stolen idea, every feeling of doubt. She realized betrayal teaches resilience, assertiveness, and self-respect. Recovery is not revenge. It is reclaiming confidence, voice, and inner peace. Over the following weeks, Kate took deliberate steps to rebuild her environment. She hosted small team lunches, fostering transparency. She mentored new colleagues, modeling fairness and openness. At home, she treated herself to quiet walks, coffee in her favorite cafe, and journaling sessions. Each small ritual reinforced her regained autonomy. During a weekend walk in the park, she noticed how the sunlight reflected on the pond, children laughing, couples strolling. Kate paused, breathing deeply, and thought, I am free. I am in control of my life. Betrayal will not define me. The office atmosphere gradually improved. Colleagues who had been uncertain about whom to trust began to respect her resilience and integrity. Team meetings became collaborative again, and Kate's ideas were credited properly. She felt her professional voice restored. As she walked into the office one Monday morning, Kate felt quiet triumph. She smiled at the receptionist, sipped her coffee, and knew she had weathered the storm. She was calmer, wiser, and stronger. She had reclaimed her power. For anyone who has experienced betrayal at work, you are not alone. Your worth is yours to claim. Healing begins with reclaiming your voice, your confidence, and your peace.